Hello everyone and welcome back to Make Your Mind. This is a little bit of a different video from what I normally do, but I had these come in the mail the other day and I figured I would do a quick video on them. This is my just the first of a few orders that I have coming in of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. As you can see, I have Atem, my head bust that I did of him. Then I have my little Millennium Eye there with the three colors of the three Egyptian gods. And that was just something I made. But these are the first couple of cards that I had coming out. I already ripped them open and I checked them, and these are the brand new sleeves that I got for them. These are Egyptian hieroglyphics. This is just so, I'm feeling so nostalgic seeing this. And when I was growing up, Yu-Gi-Oh was a very big part of my earlier to mid-teenage years. I watched all of Duel Monsters from seasons 1 through 5, and I went all the way from the journey between, Yugi and Pharaoh Atem, and of course with Joey Wheeler, Tristan and Taya, and of course the enemies like Maximilian Pegasus, of course Seto Kaiba, and then you also have Merrick Ishtar, and you have Bakura, and of course many others like Siegfried and some of the other ones towards the end of the series. And I bought a couple of cards mainly just for nostalgia. I have more on the way. This is just the start, but my next video that I'm going to do is actually going to be an official reveal where because I already got these and I opened them up and then I realized, oh man, I should have done a reveal video where I didn't know which ones I was getting, because I've ordered a bunch of them and they were from all different sellers from TCG Player. And what I'm going to do for the next video, I'm going to actually do just a unknown reveal. So I'll open a card up and then reveal it for the first time. But these are the first ones that I've gotten so far. Now, when I grew up, my main types of cards that I like to use were fire cards. This was the first card that I actually opened. This was the first Yu-Gi-Oh card I've had since I was a kid. This is the Raging Flame Sprite, and as you can see by the effect, this card can attack your opponent's life points directly. Each time the card successfully attacks directly, increase the attack of this card by 1,000 points. Now that sounds like a lot, but look at that. It's only 100 attack and 200 defense. This is not a very strong monster. This is a monster for specific scenarios. If your opponent has no monsters on the field and can be attacked directly, the Raging Flame Sprite is there. But this is mainly, for me, this is going to be more of a tribute monster. And then now, we're getting into the OGs. The Blast Juggler from Magic Ruler. This was a great card. This is one of the ones that I had when I was a kid. Along with Raging Flame Sprite. Blast Juggler. Of course, you can see this is most of the fire cards, as you see. Most of them are also effect cards. They all have their individual abilities, like this one. Offer this card as a tribute during your standby phase, if face up, to destroy 2 face monsters with an attack of 1,000 or less. So this basically takes care of tribute or cannon fodder monsters. And of course, it's only 800 attack and 900 defense. It's a very weak monster, but once again, has a special effect, but also can be used for a tribute. Now here's the second strongest monster that I have so far, but I have more coming and many more strong monsters as well. This is an OG card for me, Spirit of Flames. Oh, that's so cool. This is, oh man, I've got memories. This was one card I had for a long time, and of course this is a pyro with an effect. This card can only be special summoned by removing 1 fire monster in your graveyard from play, so you have to banish a fire monster from your graveyard to summon this card. It can only be special summoned. Now, when you reach your battle phase, you have the option, which I don't know why you wouldn't take it. You can immediately increase the attack of this by 300 points, so you can make this 2,000 attack and 1,000 defense. So you can even choose to make it stronger if you wish. So this is a sweet, oh man, that's such a cool card, Spirit of Flames. But now we're going to get into my magic cards, or spell cards as they call them now, because they changed the name from magic to spell because they were afraid that Magic the Gathering was going to sue them. So they changed it from Magic to Spell. And it's so stupid, but whatever. I know Magic the Gathering is a bigger game, but it was never a game I really got into. It was kind of ridiculous. But there's Spirit of Flame. So now for the Magic card. This is a new one for me. I saw this one on TCG Player, and this would be, if I was still playing, this would be the card that I would use in my actual deck, which is Mystic Walk. It's a quick spell card, but it says offer one monster on your side of the field as a tribute. Select the attack and defense of that attributed monster and increase your life points by the same amount. You add the attack and defense points of the monster you sacrificed, and that goes to your life points. This is a crazy good card. Increase your life points, and when you increase your life points, you have more options to use cards that offer life points, and it also just puts you in a better position when it comes to you and your opponent, where you can attack their opponent or their monsters or their life points directly. My deck consisted mostly of cards that would inflict damage to the opponent directly and also increase my own life points altogether, and based on fire types is what I basically played as. There's the first of the Magic cards. Now here's an OG from Legend of Blue Eyes. Or excuse me, well this is from Starter Deck Yugi. But this was an OG card. I had the Legend of Blue Eyes version of this card. But yeah, look, increase your life points by 1,000. This is a life point gainer, just like the Mystic Walk is. Diane Keto, the Cure Master. This is an awesome card. But now I have another Magic card. As you can see, look, Magic card. Look, that shows right there. Magic card and Spell card. And they even changed the color. Look, the cards actually got darker in color. From Magic card to Spell card. And now my last Magic card. Final Flame. Now this one is a rare, because you can see it's got the holographic name, Final Flame. And this one inflicts 600 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points. That is an awesome card. Just because the artwork is so awesome. The guy's withering away. He's literally being Thanos snapped in the flames. It's such a cool card. Now this one is from Legend of Blue Eyes. It says LOB down here, Legend of Blue Eyes. This is an awesome card. And now I have a couple of trap cards as well that I got. So here's the first one, the Enchanted Javelin. This is a great card. Yeah, it says when your opponent's monster attacks, increase your life points by the attacking monster's attack points. So if you have a monster, if your opponent has a monster it's got 2,200 attack, you play this card and you increase your life points by 2,200 points. I mean, not necessarily negating the attack, but lessening the damage of the attack, whether it's attacking a monster or attacking you directly. But there's another card that I got. Now, this is a new one for me. Draining Shield. This is basically the Enchanted Javelin with a little extra. This one here, it says, when your opponent monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster and negate the attack. Now, that's new. And if you do, gain the life points equal to that target's attack. So this and the Enchanted Javelin are the same. They do the same thing. The only difference is that the Draining Shield actually negates the attack from happening, so you don't actually lose points from it. So these are the first couple of cards that I have. I've got many more on the way. I got about 50-something cards coming, so this is just the first of many that are going to be coming over the next couple of days. But there's one in particular that I got today that blew me away when I opened the package and I saw it. I didn't know it was going to be coming this early. But this one is an OG. This one, if you know what these three colors mean, especially that one. You ready? Here we go. I've always wanted this card and never had it. The Winged Dragon of Ra. What a truly awesome card. Now, of course, this is not like the most valuable version of this card. This is the Speed Duel card. This one is a little bit more of a value-oriented Winged Dragon of Ra, but it's still an amazing card. Look, it's holographic. It's got the holographic lines, the claws, and some of the bits of Ra, they're hollow. And of course, I don't know if you can see it. Can't really see it, but in the middle of the card there, you can kind of see it. It actually says Speed Duel in like ghost lettering right in the middle of the card's effects. But yeah, the Winged Dragon of Ra. Of course, this is the OG card from Merrick Ishtar. He was the first person to use it in Season 2 of the Battle City tournament. He was the third. He also had Slifer the Sky Dragon, but he ended up losing Slifer to Atem, and because he was using his puppet, the character Strings, and he lost Slifer the Sky Dragon to Yugi, and then Kaiba had Obelisk the Tormentor, and then Merrick kept the Winged Dragon of Ra until he lost, or until Merrick actually surrendered the final duel in the Battle City tournament to the Pharaoh. What an amazing, amazing card. Let's read the effects real quick. This thing has a lot of effects. I'll glance over a few of them just from here. So it says, cannot be special summoned, requires 3 tributes to normal summon, cannot be normal set. This card's normal summon cannot be negated. When normal summoned, other cards and effects cannot be activated. So when this is on the field, you can't stop it with a magic card, a trap card, or any monster effects. If any of these monsters were on the field and this popped up, couldn't use any effects. Only for that first turn, though, once it's summoned. Yes, and this says other cards and effects cannot be activated when the card is normal summoned. You can pay life points so that you only have 100 left. Now that's a change. It used to be you pay all of your life points but 1. It used to be 1, but they changed it to make it a little bit more player friendly when it comes to playing in the game. Because if you have 1 life point and then somebody uses a card to negate the effect, because with the TCG, the Egyptian god cards were not quite as godlike as they were in the anime. But as you can see here, it says you can pay life points so that you only have 100 left. This card gains the attack and defense equal to the amount of life points paid. You can pay 1,000 life points, then target a monster on the field and destroy the target. So there's the Winged Dragon of Ra has a bunch of effects. For example, with the 3 monsters tributed, you can actually take the attack and defense of all 3 of those monsters and add it to the Winged Dragon of Ra to make those the attack points and defense points, instead of using life points. Like the life points is if the Winged Dragon of Ra is the only card on the field. Let's say you had 3 cards, you tributed all 3, and then the Winged Dragon of Ra is the only one there. You could use the attack and defense points. Now, it doesn't say that on the card, but here's the kicker. The Winged Dragon of Ra, as of late, as of the last couple of years, I think like 3 or 4 years, has received a lot of support cards. It's received cards like the Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere Mode and the Winged Dragon of Ra Immortal Phoenix Mode, and it also has magic cards and trap cards like One with the Sun God and Ancient Chant, Millennium Revelation, and Blaze Cannon specifically. That's a cool one. And I have all of those coming. I have all of those on the way. I'm so excited when those show up. But when I get the next round of cards, I'm gonna have them here on my cutting board here, and I'm gonna reveal them as I open them for you guys to enjoy. I know this is not a typical video that I do for this channel, but this is just something fun. And whatever, I'm cool with it. I don't care. This is just so cool. I'm so nostalgic right now. I'm smitten. I'm absolutely smitten right now that I'm holding this. I've always wanted this card. Oh, and FYI, I don't know if you noticed down there. First edition. It may not be the most valuable version of the Winged Dragon of Ra, but it's first edition nonetheless. That's the one difference between like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that every style of card pack that came out had a first edition version. Now, with Pokemon, the first 150 cards, or even I think 250, there was like the first major OG sets came in first edition. But like, for example, you couldn't get something like a first edition, shiny Lucario or anything. Like, it was just the OG cards. And in fact, I have one of the OG cards right here. I got Mewtwo. This is a reverse holo from X and Y Evolutions. Reverse holo Mewtwo. I have this one in a protective sleeve, and then I also have a custom card that I actually bought from Etsy. Look at that, it's holographic as well, but it has that awesome artwork on the back. This isn't a real GX card, it just looks cool. Of course, Mewtwo with the glowing blue eyes, the glowing blue eyes, I said that backwards. Just like he did in the Pokemon the first movie. That was a great movie when I was growing up. But yeah, there's my Pokemon cards. The only Pokemon I care about, Mewtwo. Coolest Pokemon ever. And I'm nostalgic as hell. I actually got this not too long ago. Not only was I a fan of Pokemon, but I was also a fan of Digimon. My favorite one was Tentomon, and this is Tentomon's ultimate form. Now, if you've watched Digimon as of late, they came out with the Digimon Tri-Series, which was 5 episodes on Netflix, and it was the first time that Tentomon actually digivolved into Hercules Kabuterimon. And this is a first edition as well. Check that out. First edition holographic. In fantastic condition. It's a great old Digimon card. I want to get the rest of the Tentomon line, of course, starting from the first card he had, which is his base form with Izzy, and then of course Tentomon, then Kabuterimon, then Mega Kabuterimon, then Hercules. But I'm trying to find them all in first edition. I will not settle unless I have all first edition. Of course, I have the best in first edition. It's just awesome. I love this stuff. Alright, well that was a different video than what I normally do. I'm going to have more of these videos coming. If you guys like this content, go ahead and leave a like down below. And remember to subscribe. And hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss the next video. I've got many more Yu-Gi-Oh! Sculptures coming. And mind my dirty fingers, I literally just got off work. Yeah, and I had to, right there, I had to pull about a half-inch splinter out of my thumb today. That kind of sucked. So, but that's it. But yeah, got all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards here, plus the Winged Dragon of Ra. Oh, it's so cool that I got this card. I had no idea that this card was going to come this early. I got more cards coming along with all the support cards, so you guys will get to see the official reveal when those cards come. Like I said, they're coming in random order, so I don't know which ones are coming when. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see all of you next time for the official reveal of the second part of my nostalgic Yu-Gi-Oh card reveal. God, this is so cool.